¿Cómo estás, mis amigos? Bienvenidos. Welcome to Left-Handed Throws. Left-handed yo-yos are always the talk. It's a good day, my friends. What's going on? It's Monday. Hey, it's Mono Metal Monday. We took a Mono Metal to work. We'll talk about it in a second. You know, it's a good day, my friends. So what are we going to talk about? We'll tell you what we're talking about. Today, we're talking about a yo-yo from C3yoyodesign, eh? Now, I actually am not sure how they say this. It's either Epiphanion or Epiphanion. William Chow, what are you doing, dude? Where do you come up with these names? Anyway, yeah, I'm just joking. This is a cool yo-yo, man. So this C3, this is the mono metal signature yo-yo of William Chow. If I didn't say it already. It's weird to me though. This bothers me, and I don't know if it bothers people, but it's shiny on the inside of the cup and matte here, which I don't care for. Honestly, I don't like splashes because I don't know how they look spinning. So real quick, I'm going to spin this for everybody, just in case you're wondering what this yo-yo looks like spinning. Because I feel like it should be obligatory that yo-yo expert, yo-yo Sam, if they got splashes, they should have like a 5-second video of every yo-yo spinning. So, let's see. Let me see. It's like this weird, like, matte purple, gray. It's kind of blue on the cups. Can we turn a little? Anyway, you see. But see, it's shiny in the cup. So, anyway, yeah, maybe you like splashes, maybe you don't. I don't really care for splashes, but I really love this yo-yo. This yo-yo would probably be almost like 10-10 in it for me. If it was just a solid, matte or whatever. I think I might even be able to live with the gloss and the matte if it was just one color. Well, why so much, you know? Why so too? It's too busy. Anyway, I don't care, right? It's cool. It took me a while, but I got used to it. So overall though, it's a great yo-yo. Specs real fast, right? 55 diameter, so just a hair under average. Basically, I would consider, and I think most people consider, you consider different, I don't care. 56 is standard, 55 is just under standard, 54 is like mid-size, and I feel like basically anything under 54 is undersized. Not really undersized, but undersized, because then once you go under 50, it's micro, basically. You know, it's almost too small. Or at least 49. You know, I can't imagine anything better with a 49 diameter playing that well. Anyway, back to the specs. 55 diameter, 46 width, and just under 66 grams listed. I believe like 65.9. So that's that. He has a bimetal version of it too, and actually he just came out. I just saw it just dropped. He came out with a new bimetal called the Enigmatica. At least that I can say. It's probably a good yo-yo. I will say something about William Chow though. I feel like this needs to be said, or it doesn't need to be said, but I'm saying it. I see him complaining all the time about contests and competitions, and like he does a lot of slack tricks, which are ultra dope. And he's like a trick innovator and a trick inventor. But he feels like the competitions aren't being judged correctly. But he's always posting about it, but then he goes and competes. And it's like, just make a new competition. Like, yo-yoing is not that formal as is. It's not like you're petitioning like the Olympics or the NFL to change a rule. I mean, it's yo-yoing, dude. Like, they got like the Axle Cup. That's kind of like an alternative cup where it's more about style. And I think that's dope. You know, and I think there's one other one they just started. But like, hey, just have like a style competition where like, you know, but I feel like it's kind of like, well, I didn't win, so I'm going to complain because, you know, Eli hops count more than slack tricks. And it's like, I get it, but some of these Eli hops are crazy. Some of these Brent stalls are crazy. Like, I don't know. You can't just say because you ain't won. Like, you got to break the form. Or you got to be so good that you win. Or, you know, I mean, like, look at Takeshi Matsura's, second place 1A performance of, what is that, 2019 or 2018? You know what I'm talking about, though. Nobody cares besides, he got robbed for coming in second, but bro's a legend, right? They sell Mustangs from Turning Point to this day, and they're still coming out with them, and they have the St. Elmo, and they have the Hinamosu. Like, if you're good enough, you know, I mean, look at Gentry Stein and the Shutter. Like, I just want to say that. I don't mean to get hype about it. But if you're good enough, people are, I think I just saw my dog in the background. But if you're good enough, do not worry, because they'll be talking about you anyway. And that's what really matters, you know? Like, real winners win. You ain't got to talk about winning or how the rules are made. You break the rules, you know? You do so good that they have to change the rules for you. You know, that's how it works, right? Like, Marcus Coe, I believe, changed 3 yo-yos in one competition and still won. And that's when they decided they had to change the rules on changing yo-yos, because even though he changed 3 yo-yos, his performance was like blew everybody else out the water. So anyway, I just want to say this about people who are in the yo-yo and up and coming yo-yos. Like, don't get into the hype, bro. If you just like dense tech tricks, do dense tech tricks. If you love Eli hops, hop all day, bro. Like, Brent stalls, whatever, slack tricks. Like, who cares? It's yo-yoing. There are no rules. And that's the whole point. It's yo-yoing. There are no rules. So, like, laugh, love, and have fun yo-yoing, man. Like, don't get caught up in this, you know, I don't know, whatever, dude. It's yo-yoing, man. So I just want to say that because William Chow's a great yo-yoer. And he placed as well. He's placed like second, third, in the Chinese National Yo-Yo Contest and stuff. And like, bro, you're doing great. Like, don't be mad about the rules. You know, just win one time. That's nobody else's fault. You know, I mean, who's to say, you know, you're like taking away from Bro's routine. Who's to say Bro's routine wasn't flawless who won number one? You know? Like, I personally think Ryuichi Nakamura should have won the year in 2023 when Mir Kim won. But Mir Kim won. And his performance is flawless. So, who am I to be like, I don't like them because they didn't let Ryuichi Nakamura win. I mean, Ryuichi Nakamura is great. I love that performance to this day. And that's what I want to say, too. To me, that would be like how people look at Takeshi Matsuda's performance. I look at Ryuichi Nakamura's 2023 world performance. And shout out to him because he just won first place in, I believe, the Japanese National Yo-Yo Contest or the East Japan Yo-Yo Contest. One of them. One of the big ones, man, in Japan. And shout out to him. He's great. Bro deserves it. And that's what I'm saying. If you just keep going, you'll win anyway. So, like, never get caught up in the hype. Nobody who fails ever wins. You got to be bad at things to be good at things. So, get used to it. That's the best part, because then when you get it, it's really worth it. You know, nobody wants anything handed to them. I don't know how this became the morality special. Anyway. So, the Epiphanion. This yo-yo is so good, man. I'll just say it. I love the shape. The shape is ultra, put it on my head, shape is ultra aesthetically pleasing to me. It's just cut just perfectly. And I think if it was in a salad, I could appreciate it more. But either way, I would say this yo-yo, I love the angles and the cuts on it. I love that it's got like dome hub. I'm into dome hubs. You know what I'm saying? These are my things. I feel like yo-yos like this play really well. The Savage, the Evolve. I don't know. Just a lot of yo-yos with dome hubs. Seem to really kill it, man. So I dig it. I dig these dome hubs. This good yo-yo, I would say it spins not longer than any yo-yos, but you're not wanting for any spin time. Also, it feels very solid on the string. I like that. Like, it has presence. It moves, like, so well. Sometimes I play with it, I'm like, that's really such a great yo-yo, man. Like, it really does all the things nicely. So, shout out to William Chow, because also, I watched this whole video on William Chow. He's a cool dude. And he was going into, like, all the math equations of how they design this. And even, I believe, like, there's part of a math equation on here. Like, part of his favorite equation. So, bro's, like, very intelligent. Cool dude. I think that's cool. I also saw an interview with him. He seems very cool. But, yeah, this yo-yo plays outstanding, man. I would say if you're on the fence, I would definitely buy it for the $50. And I just love mono metals anymore. Like, the bimetals are so cool. And sometimes I play them. But I just know when I bang this, the rims aren't going to shift. And that means so much more to me. Because it would bother, like, my whole day. until I got it back home, and then I could whack it, and hopefully it's straight again. And I just don't need those worries yo-yoing. So I'm so mono-metaled out that, like, even if I think like my favorite player or whoever comes out with a bimetal, I probably wouldn't buy it. Just like, I hope to make a mono-metal. You know, I just saw, oh, Chris Toledo, shout out to him. He just got a signature yo-yo from Yo-Yo Factory called the Brillo or the Brio, however you like to say, you know. And it looks really cool, man. I think I might buy one. I was done buying yo-yos, but I'm not. Yeah, so, right. And I believe, I haven't seen the specs yet, but they're selling it at Yo-Yo Factory. I might just buy one anyway. But I thought I saw the specs on like a story. That's definitely my dog in the background. With like 51 diameter. No. 56 diameter, something like that. 51 width. But I swore it said 68 grams. And I like heavy yo-yos. There ain't too many heavy yo-yos. So I might just buy one. Just do it. Right? They're like 60 bucks. In case anybody's wondering. This is 50 bucks. I personally think like $50 mono metals, a little under, a little over is where it's at. You know, I can't see spending 90 on a mono metal unless it was like maybe yo-yo recreation. I don't know, and I don't own any turning points. Maybe I should get a turning point because it seems like people like love turning points, and maybe I really would love turning points. I would like to try like a turning point 2 or a mid-Y, how you say it. Those look like my type of turning points, more so than like the St. Elmo, you know, or oh, they have the Derive though. That looks like a very nice shit. I would play with the Turning Point Derive. I think about getting one of those. So yeah, man, shout out to Turning Point, but yeah, $90 for a mono metal is a hard sale for me. Even the little Savage, which is Yo-Yo Recreation, is only $55, maybe 65. You get in a certain splash or color. That's a very good yo-yo for the money. I'll probably talk about that on here. But yeah, William Chow's yo-yo. I feel like I ain't talking about it enough, but it's just a great yo-yo. I wouldn't call it how people say floaty. I don't feel like it floats here. I feel like it moves very well. It feels like it goes where I want it to go. It never, I don't know. I'm never wanting for anything with this yo-yo. So that's probably good. Like sometimes playing with a heavy yo-yo, it does feel heavy. Like when I'm trying to like, I don't know, like whip into a kamikaze or something. Whereas a yo-yo like this, no. This yo-yo, definitely not. Like, it's very all-arounder. Almost to the point it's generic. But I think it's also that good, if that makes sense, you know? And you can just forget about it and yo-yo. And I like that, you know? Just wish it was solid, man. So, if C3 ever sees one of these, that's the only thing I could ask for from C3 is more solids. Glossy, matte, anything, but a couple solids for your boy. That's it. Anyway. On that note, my friends, stay cool, stay up. God loves you, man. Peace.